one calls me like that anymore. You can call me la belle otero. That's my artist name. Yes. Well, I am quite famous. I had my hour of glory, but before I became a dancer, an exotic dancer, a courtesan, a celebrity, I used to read people's fortunes just in the palm of their hand. So if you wish, I could read your fortune today. Up to you. Well, then give me your hand. Mm-hmm. This is not the hand of a worker. Are you perhaps an intellectual or of the nobility that you never had to work a day in your life? Oh, so you're from a privileged word from the future, it seems. Now, I will tell you everything you need to know about your future when it comes to love, riches, and death, of course. From what I can see, you will have a long, life. But beware, because youth only lasts for a bit. You might die completely forgotten at the age of 96, alone and poor in a small apartment in Nice. Now that's what awaits me, not you. I can see a few lines crossing the lifeline, which means you're going to be in a number of accidents. Yes. Car accidents, I don't know. I can't tell, I just know that you will be in a multitude of accidents. You might lose a limb, you might be handicapped, but you will remain alive for a really, really long time. Well, I told you that living for a long time was not necessarily a good thing. Now, let me tell you about love. Ooh. You seem to be the kind of person who always makes the same mistakes over and over and over and over. And you definitely have a type. Oh, I have a type too. There's nothing wrong with that. My type is kings. Oh yeah, I was the lover of a few personalities, amongst which Leopold II. Yes, don't tell. But he is liking when it comes to exotic dancers. But it all has to do with my incredible sex appeal. I mean, I'm quite exotic already, working, dancing in Paris, a Spanish girl with, well, an amazing chest, let's just say. I cover my chest with diamonds and I dance. People are mesmerized. Well, there's nothing wrong with being famous for your boobs, you know. And mine are 100% real. I mean, surgery didn't exist during my time, so it's not like I had a choice. I was naturally gifted with amazing Oh, don't be jealous. It's okay. Now, for you, it seems like you're gonna date the same sort of people again and again and again. Are you into men? Oh god. Well, men are the worst. I wouldn't say I have a deep hatred for men in general, but I am careful when it comes to them. I unfortunately was the victim of a rapist during my youth. Because of him, I was unable to bear children. So ever since, I've been quite wary of the masculine gender. So I'm not saying they're all, bad and monsters, but you ought to be careful when you deal with these creatures. Well, they are obsessed with coitus after all, so sex is a weapon. See, it was used against me. Now I use sex appeal, charisma as money. I learned how to manipulate it and own it. I own my own body. If I want to show myself entirely naked just to be the most popular dancer, take that, Leon. Well, that's what it takes. I'm just going to do it. I don't really care what people think of me anymore. I will do whatever I want with my body, and I will sleep with whoever I want, but remember to be careful, because men like to have their way. So, or in my time at least, I sure hope that this has changed in your time. You say you come from the future, so I hope that man became, well, somewhat educated, but who knows. In any case, your love life says that you're going to date the same kind of man and do the same mistakes over and over. Now, don't worry, because not everything is written in stone, and if you wish to change your destiny, you can. You simply have to make sure that you are not dating the same man over and over and over and over and over and over. And in order to do that, well, you have to kind of, look for something else. Have different priorities and be able to spot the red flags. I'm not saying that you're dating bad people. I don't believe that in a relationship. Well, sometimes there's definitely an evil one and a good one, but most of the times relationships are really complicated. I'm just saying that the people you choose to be with, well, it creates a dynamic within your couple which makes both of you miserable and toxic. So my advice, if you don't want to keep changing partners, is change the pattern and look for something different. Now, let me take a look at your fortune line. Will you be rich? Interesting. You will remain incredibly poor. What can I say? That is just what it says in the palm of your hand. Now, as I said, not everything is written in stone. You definitely have the means to change this destiny, but you will have to move your ass, like you can't just become rich overnight, and you can't become rich by just, staying at home doing nothing, staring at your phone. So you'll need to, educate yourself, read, go outside, put yourself out there, do something, and don't be so damn pessimistic, because you're always probably saying that you can't make it, or you're not gonna make it. But if you keep thinking like that, Dios mío, you're never gonna make it, that's for sure. So don't be a loser and fight that fate that I just told you. Now, if we recap everything that I've said, you will have numerous lovers. All of your relationships will fail because you keep making the same mistakes. So you need to change the way you view relationships and change the way you choose partners. I also said that you would live a really long life, but you will be in various accidents, which is unfortunate. To prevent that, it's fairly difficult because you never know when something's gonna happen. But I would say make sure you have a health insurance, and I mean, that's not preventing it, that's just making sure you're not getting even broker after getting into these accidents. Now, as for your riches, well, we've established you would never be rich if you keep leading and living this life. So you definitely need to take action. Oh well, I mean, if you are an artist yourself, why don't you just, you know, live off that? I mean, I know it's easier to say it than to do it, but look at me. I was always passionate with singing and dancing. I have a repertoire, I worked my ass off, and now I'm probably the most famous dancer of Paris. So. And I mean, I sleep with kings, so that's something. Guess who gifted me these necklaces? I can't tell, but it's someone who is very, 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 very important. But anyway, what I'm saying is trust yourself. Trust that you are a beautiful woman who deserves the best. So stop comparing yourself to especially other women. You are who you are, and you're perfect just the way you are. You're always gonna find flaws if you look too intensely. Now, what you need to do is be confident and, educate yourself and go out there and do what you want to do. You should live your life in a passionate way. And I know that I may have, given you not false hope, but I must admit that your fate is not bright looking at it right now. But since you're at the bottom, you can only go up, right? If you make some effort, if you start looking at things differently in a more positive way, maybe you can make something out of your wretched life. Yeah. I hate when people are being negative. It's like everyone went through hardships, and at some point you can't let it be an excuse for all your behaviors and everything that you do. At some point you have to become the own actor of your life, the main character of your book. That's basically what I'm saying. God, it's so hot here. You like my fan? It is quite pretty. A gift from some duke. We had the most erotic nights together. Oh well, I met him when I was working at the Moulin Rouge. Or Moulin Rouge. Yeah. Nice times. I definitely love France. It's much nicer for me than Spain. I was broke, but I met men actually who helped me out. I mean, there was Pablo, and then there was Francisco, and I've always been in open relationships, to be fair. So I was never exclusive with either of them, but they both helped me go up the social ladder, and now I am a respected woman in high society while I'm still a courtesan and a dancer, and some people might even call me a prostitute, but I don't give a shit. I'm rich, and I can get everything that I want. It's like, it's so easy. So definitely go for your dreams. Don't be discouraged by evil spirits. Don't let toxic people remain in your life. Be aware of men and make sure that they're not out to get you. They don't have malicious intentions. Make sure that you're safe when you're with them. And for God's sake, you need to change pattern. You're dating the same guys over and over and over. And I don't want to say it has something to do with your father figure, but I don't want to go that deep. I'm a dancer, not a psychiatrist, not a psychologist. So anyway, it was very nice to have you here. I don't have many visitors these days, so it is quite nice. Oh, you want an autograph? Sorry, I don't give them out. I mean, they're worth so much money. It would be a steal. But I can give you maybe this fan. Who knows, if you want to become a dancer or a courtesan, this might be helpful to you. And very, 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 very useful in the summertime in Paris where it's so hot. I mean, you always need it, and it's small, so you can put it in your handbag and you can carry it everywhere. It's quite nice. Oh, it's also a gift, but it's someone I'm no longer sleeping with. The poor man died, so there's no need for me to keep his gifts, and looking at it just makes me a bit sad. So you can have it if you wish as a souvenir. Yeah. Very well, then there you go. Thank you for coming, and I hope I see you soon. Right? Muchas gracias. Adios.